Hello viewers, hope you are all having a good day. Welcome to the video on application of electrostatics. Electrostatics. It is a branch of physics that studies electric charges at rest. Since classical physics, it has been known that some materials such as amber attract lightweight particles after rubbing. The Greek word of amber or electron was thus the source of the word electricity. So we are going to look one of the application of electrostatics, that is electrostatic voltmeter. Electrostatic voltmeter works on the principle of electrostatics. Let's find out how. So the first question arises is, what is electrostatic voltmeter? Electrostatic voltmeter can refer to an electrostatic charge meter known as a surface DC voltmeter or be a voltmeter to measure large electrical potential, traditionally called electrostatic voltmeter. The electrostatic voltmeter is used to measure the RMS value of voltages based on the potential difference concept in the electric fields. This type of voltmeter is also used to measure both AC and DC voltages. So this is a practical voltmeter. Have a look at it. So let's look deep into the principle of the electrostatic voltmeter. An electrostatic voltmeter uses the attraction force between two charged particles to create a deflection of pointer directly calibrated inwards. Since the attraction force is the same regardless of the polarity of the charged surfaces, the electrostatic voltmeter can measure DC voltages of either polarity. Typical construction is shown in the engraving. So this is the engraving. Have a look at it. The pivoted sector Nn is attracted to the fixed sector Qq. So here Nn is the pivoted sector and Qq is the fixed sector. The moving sector is counterbalanced by the small weight W and indicates the voltage by the pointer P. So it has a small weight down here W and the pointer P indicates the voltage. In newer instruments, the weight is replaced by a spring, thus allowing the meter to be used both horizontal and vertical positions. This form is shown in the photograph. In the newer version, spring is used so that it can be used both in horizontal and vertical without any restrictions. The fixed sector is insulated from the rest of the meter. The butterfly shaped moving sector is made of a thin aluminium foil. Both the mixer and the moving sector are highly polished and without any sharp corners to minimize high electrical stress areas. The movement of the sector is damped by an air van or by a conductive van fixed between magnets. So see here. Let's get into the most important section of this presentation, derivation. So here is the sketch of an electrostatic voltmeter. Look at it carefully. It has a pointer, a reading scale to show the magnitude, two capacitor plates and a helical spring. Let's find out the application of all these parameters in the next slides. Sorry for the inconvenience. I had a hell lot of problem in writing the equation. To be frank, I even don't know how to write some equations. So I included photograph of the equations. I apologize for that. So let's jump back into the topic. The potential difference between the capacitor plates in an electrostatic voltmeter is given by dV is equal to d of q by c. So 1 by c is constant, so we can take 1 by c out of the differentiation. So 1 by c into dq minus q by c square into dc. When the applied voltage is constant, differentiation of a constant gives 0, therefore dV is equal to 0. Therefore equation 3.74 becomes 1 by c dq is equal to q by c square into dc. The change in electrostatic energy is represented by dWe is equal to d by q square by 2c, which is equal to q by c into dq minus q square by 2c square dc, which yields q square by 2c square into dc. The amount of work done in the electric field can be written in terms of torque and angular displacement d theta as dWe is equal to t into d theta. So equating equation 3.76 and 3.77, we get T, that is torque, is equal to q square by 2c square into dc by d theta, which gives 1 by 2 v square into dc by d theta. Here T is equal to torque tau into theta. In the equilibrium position, where tau is the torsional constant of the spring and theta is the deflection angle of the pointer. Therefore, the deflection angle of the pointer is given by theta is equal to 1 by 2 tau into v square dc by d theta. Here the deflection angle is proportional to the square of the applied voltage V if dc by d theta is a constant. So that's all with this quick video. Thank you for listening. Thank you.